everybody, hello, everybody, hello, hello, hello. Bonjour, everybody, bonjour, everybody, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Kemcha, everybody, kemcha, everybody, kemcha, kemcha, kemcha. Hola, everybody, hola, everybody, hola, hola, hola. Ni hao, everybody, ni hao, everybody, ni hao, ni hao. Sure do miss that song every morning, boys and girls. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Oh, who's that at the door? Let's go see. It's a telegram, boys and girls, but nobody was at the door. I wonder what it is. It's a picture of a farm. We're going on a field trip. Pack your bags. Let's go.
We made it to the farm. Have you been to a farm before? Do you know what letter we might be talking about today? What letter does farm start with? F, you're right. F for farm. Can everybody make the sound? You're right. Let's take a look around the farm. Do you hear the birds chirping? I do. I can also hear cars far off crossing and driving by. We're using our sense of hearing. What do you see at the farm? I see some horses. Do you see the horses, boys and girls? What else do I see? I see some fences. And a barn. What does barn start with? It starts with B. We did the letter B. Look what else I see, boys and girls. It's a pig. What does pig start with? It starts with P. Hi, Piggly. Boys and girls, what else do we see on the farm? A tractor. You're right. How many of you have ever been on a tractor? What does tractor start with? T, you're right, and we studied the letter T. T for tractor. I spy with my little eye something else that starts with F. Do you see it, boys and girls? Flowers, you're right. Look at the yellow flowers. Flowers start with F too. So we found a few things on the farm that make the F sound. We saw fences and flowers, and we looked all over the farm, and we saw some other letters that we already reviewed too, like a T for tractor and a B for barn, and we also heard some birds chirping, B as well. What other things start with F? How many of you like fire trucks? Firemen help us, don't they? Let's go see a real fireman. Fruit also starts with F. Do you boys and girls like oranges or apples? Those are types of fruit, and those are healthy foods that we should eat. What about a body part? What part of your body starts with the F sound? Think about it for a minute. Your feet. You're right. Your feet start with F, and you have 2 feet. 1, 2. What else starts with F? Your face and your fingers. How many fingers do we have? 10. We have 10 fingers, 5 on each hand. And we also have 10 fingernails. Show me your fingernails. Yes, we each have 10 fingernails. So a really fun art project that you could do at home for the letter F is to create a fishbowl picture. So I'm going to have Ben here as my little helper, and I'm going to paint his hand yellow. If you don't have any paint at home, you could just trace your hand, and that will work too.
Now we're going to put Ben's hand down like this. Now put your fingers close together, like that. Let's make 2 fish.
We can't make a ball.
Now we're going to wait for that to dry, and then we're going to add some details to our picture. And voila, there's our picture of our fish. Boys and girls, do you know what number starts with the letter F? Put on your thinking caps and really think about it. What number starts with the letter F? You could also use your self-talk and start counting and see if you can come up with a number that starts with the letter F. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 starts with the letter F. Can everybody show me 4 fingers? 4. What other number starts with the letter F? 4. 5. 5 starts with the letter F too. Show me 5 fingers. Does anybody know what 5 plus 4 is? How could we figure that out? We could add them together and count, couldn't we? We sure could. Mrs. Peralta made a 10 frame using an egg carton. Remember the 10 frame we use in class? Well, this is similar to that, except it's an egg carton. So we're going to use this to help us add 5 plus 4. I've got some jelly beans here, and I'm going to count out 5 purple jelly beans. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to add 4 green jelly beans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to find out how many I have all together, I'm going to count them all now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And boys and girls, when we're counting and adding 2 numbers together, I can teach you a little trick. If we know we have 5 on top, you don't need to count 5, boys and girls. We can put that number in our head. So let's add 5 plus 4 with the number 5 already in our head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. You're right. Who wants to have some fun? I think I'm ready to have some fun. Do you know how to spell fun? Can we spell fun? What letter does fun start with? It starts with F, you're right. Fun starts with F. Down, over, over. What's the next letter you hear in fun? U. The letter U. And what's the last sound we hear when we say fun? Fun. N. Fun. F-U-N spells fun. Let's go have some fun. Boys and girls, who wants to make some music and have some fun? Do you remember when we had our egg shakers in the classroom? You can make these at home. If you have any old eggs, you can fill them with rice or popcorn kernels like I did, and you can have your own egg shakers. We also looked around the kitchen to find some other instruments. Gabby, come show us your instrument. Gabby's got 2 spatulas, and she's gonna make her own rhythm sticks. Ben, what did you get? Come show us your instrument.
A pen and a spatula with
What do you, show my friends your instrument. Oh, he's got a pan and a spatula. So we're gonna make some music. Come join with us, boys and girls. See if you can find an instrument in your house, and you can play in our band too. Ready, guys? 1, 2, let's go. Come on, Ben. Let me hear you. Come on here. Let me hear your drum, Ben. A color of his own. Parrots are green, goldfish are red. Elephants are gray, pigs are pink. All animals have a color of their own. Except for chameleons. They change color wherever they go. On lemons they are yellow. In the heather they are purple, and on the tiger they are striped like tigers. One day a chameleon who was sitting on a tiger's tail said to himself, "If I remain on a leaf, I shall be green forever, and so I too will have a color of my own." With this thought, he cheerfully climbed onto the greenest leaf. But in autumn, the leaf turned yellow, and so did the chameleon. Later, the leaf turned red, and the chameleon too turned red. And then the winter winds blew the leaf from the branch, and with it, the chameleon. The chameleon was black in the long winter nights. But when spring came, he walked out into the green grass, and there he met another chameleon. He told his sad story. "Won't we ever have a color of our own?" he asked. "I'm afraid not," said the other chameleon, who was older and wiser. "But," he added, "why don't we stay together? We will still change color wherever we go, but you and I will always be alike." And so they remained side by side. They were green together, and purple, and yellow, and red with polka dots, and they lived happily ever
Boys
after.
and girls, did you like that story? I did too. Do you remember when we learned about the word camouflage? Chameleons are camouflage. That means they can disguise themselves in whatever setting or background they are in. How did the story end? You're right, he found a friend, didn't he? How many of you are a little sad right now because you're not at school and you're missing your friends? I know, it's kind of hard, isn't it? But you know what you could do? You could call your friends. You could even FaceTime them on your parents' telephone or on the computer. And you can always write letters. I'm sure your friends would love to get a letter from you. Boys and girls, I had a great time with you today on our field trip. And I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.